Lewis Art for the Ring magazine delighted today to join with Savage Ray Ford as he prepares to face Abraham Nova on August 16th in Saudi Arabia. Ray, look, it's good to be speaking to you, mate. How's things? How are you?
Everything good. Camp going good. I'm doing fine. So we ready. We locked in.
Absolutely, obviously a big fight for yourself. On August 16th, back on the world stage, I guess, and back in a big fight. Yeah, you kept active. Look, it's been three fights, at least under 12 months for yourself. Yeah, have you enjoyed, I guess, keeping the ball rolling, and being kept active and being in good fights?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I do this for. Just to stay active. And keep trying to get bigger fights so I can solidify my legacy and keep accomplishing the things that I want to accomplish.
Yeah, being back fighting in Saudi Arabia, obviously, sort of not great for yourself last time out, but it was obviously a big stage for yourself. Is it good to, I guess, be back in Saudi Arabia and be back fighting?
Yeah. At first, at first I really didn't want to go because it's a long flight, and then it's just different atmosphere there. But now I looked at it as like, all right, I got something to make right. Like I gotta make you know right that wrong that of me going over there losing the first time, and then um fighting Abraham Nova, who's had a good fight with one of the world champions. So I got extra, like I really got extra motivation now. Going this time. So I'm excited for it.
Because I remember the first time when you fought Nick Ball. I'm right in saying you spent quite a bit of time out there, quite a few weeks out there. Yeah, is it? I guess is it for that when you're fighting sort of outside America? Is it hard to get used to for yourself?
Uh, yeah. I mean, yeah. It was kind of hard. Like I said, it was different. The atmosphere was different. We kind of was like in one place. Like we, not saying we couldn't go nowhere because we did go, different places. Like we went to the mall a few times to get like different food and things like that. But it's just different. Something that you pretty much got to get used to. Is just not like how the states is.
Mhm. And for yourself, obviously the goal is to become world champion at super featherweight. And do you feel like there is that extra incentive when you are fighting in Saudi Arabia? There's obviously big fights going on there. That's the extra incentive to put on a performance, saying like, look, that puts out a statement to the world champions at 130.
Yeah, definitely. But I think regardless of if in order for the world champions to want to fight me, I gotta look bad. I don't think if I go out there, like I said, this guy just had a tough fight with one of the world champions. So if I go in there, beat him up and knock him out, you think that world champion gonna want to fight me?
That's what I asked. Do you feel like there is a case of world champions not wanting to mention your name then?
Absolutely. I've been calling for different, names. I've been seeing different names. We know who these names is. Do these guys look like they're in a rush to fight me?
I mean, I'd like to see it. I'd want to see them fights, but I'm speaking as a fan.
Yeah. I mean, the fans want to see these fights too. But it's up to these guys to, send contracts and, accept fights when it's brought upon a table. So
Mhm. So with yourself then, Ray, do you feel like it's a case of almost like you have to kick that door down? You have to almost force guys to fight you, force the champions to fight you.
yeah, like I gotta, become mandatory. Um, go through all these different things. Even though I was already a world champion at a weight class before, like when you see other guys, they move up. If they was a world champion, you see other guys that that's world champions. They want to put them on their resume and things like that. As you see with, let's look at Stephen Fulton. Stephen Fulton moved up from 126. I mean, from 122. Um, got right. I think he had like one fight and then fought for a world title right after that. And then after he won that world title, now he moving up again to fight for another world title. So it's like when you see certain other people do things and it's easier for them to get fights, but then it's like with me, I feel like people look at me. as a threat, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to, give me that opportunity to take their belt. So
Do you find that annoying then, as you say? Because there's a lot of guys that come up from featherweight, like as you say, one of them was Stephen Fulton. I remember obviously Ray Vargas, he come up from featherweight and had a world title shot at super feather.
yeah,
I'm probably forgetting certain people. So for yourself, almost look, this is your third fight now at 130, you haven't got a world title shot. Is that an annoying thing for yourself, would you say?
absolutely, absolutely, because it's like we know I'm one of the best in the division. Why is these guys not trying to fight one of the best? Why is people not trying to put a name on their resume? Why are they trying to take easy fights? And you get what I'm saying? It's like nobody in this division want to challenge themselves. They want tune ups. They want fights at home. They want to. It's like all these different things that they want besides fighting the best in the division.
Mhm. Well, that goes to sort of something I was going to say to yourself as well, was obviously the date of your fight is August 16th, and there was obviously Fulton and Foster were meant to fight on that date as well, which, I mean, that fight's not happening anymore on August 16th. Was there any push for yourself to be like, look, why don't we get one of them guys over to fill in when Cacace pulled out?
Yeah, I think like like they said, they sent an offer to Oshaquie Foster. He's supposed to fight on the same date, whatever, whatever. They saying like his fight with Stephen Fulton is not definite. He's saying that it's already signed and yada yada. But it's like if y'all not fight, y'all don't know if y'all fighting. Um, I don't know though. I feel like it's just with him, he's just looking for an excuse to not fight. Because I mean, if I'm him, if they playing with my date with him, and I'm pretty much gotta wait on the main event to know what I'm doing. If they playing with my time, if I'm set to fight on this day, I'm gonna go ahead and go collect this bag, and then I'll revisit that fight because it's not like that fight can't be like if you beat me, you can still keep your belt. It's not like that fight gonna be off the table. So like, why not come collect another bag real quick? Come fight in Saudi Arabia and get the fans of the fight that they really want to see because they really wanted to see me versus him. And yeah, why not come shut me up? You say it's personal. It's like it's all these other factors that on reasons why you should be wanting to fight me instead of not fighting me.
That's the case. When you talk about the world champions not wanting to fight you, specifically, do you feel like Foster's the main one that would avoid a fight against yourself?
Yes, 100%.
Is that frustrating? How annoying is that? Especially when you yourself, you trade words on social media. It's a fight that you've been harping on for quite some time, and it not. Do you feel like the energy isn't reciprocated from Foster?
It's definitely not. His energy is definitely different on social media and interviews than what it is, behind the scenes and trying to actually make fights happen and actually sign paperwork. His energy is definitely different, and I just don't see the urge to, want to shut me up and want to, you know, what do you say? He said he gonna like eventually he gonna meet up with me, all this other stuff. Like he said a lot of things that the energy don't match for real. For real. It's just like it is frustrating, but it's showing signs like, all right, you respect me. You understand, like you understand what's going on. That's what it lets me know.
How annoying was it to hear that Anthony Cacace pulled out of the fight?
Uh, I wasn't really annoyed for real, for real. I just was making sure. I just wanted to make sure I was still fighting because I was already in camp training, getting ready for the date. So I really wasn't like I don't care to fight Kakashi. You don't got a belt for me to want to, I mean, it kind of do suck because I know that's one of Turkey's guys. That's Frank Warren guy or whatever. He been putting on performances over there in Saudi, and that's the fight that they really wanted to make. So me beating on him would have made Turkey want to put me back on, and well, he probably still gonna want to put me back on after me and Nova fight. So yeah, but I know, like I said, that was one of his guys. So me to just go and beat him up, it would have brought like put his attention on me.
I guess on you must have recognized that that would have been an entertaining fight as well. Like was it a hard mentality switch on, I guess, changing opponent, knowing that you're going from someone that was entertaining, or it doesn't not really matter for yourself?
Nah, like I never like I didn't care for Cacace. Like it just cause like he had entertaining fights with other guys like uh
Lee Wood,
Lee
Warrington.
Wood, Warrington, uh Joe Cordina. Like it's like just cause he had entertaining fights with them don't mean it would have been the same way in there with me. I could have went like I always say this, like we never know how the fight's gonna go until we actually get in there. It could have been
Mhm,
one of those fights where I just made it look easy and it could have been boring or you feel me? It could have just been one of those fights. So um yeah, the hype about it was, it was there, but I wasn't going in there to, really have a entertainer fight.
mhm. Interesting. Look, before I do let you go, um, you mentioned there's someone like Abraham Nova. He's shared the ring with a guy like Foster, Rabisi Ramirez. Is there more important than ever, I guess, to put out a statement to everyone else saying, like, regardless of what you all have done, I done it. I put out the biggest statement, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I really with the Robisi fight, that's not like a fight that I
Mhm.
really care for or look
Yeah.
into. But it's just a simple like. But the main thing is him damn near losing to no him damn near beating Oshaquie Foster,
Mhm.
and that's the guy that I've been calling out and been
Mhm.
wanting and having a back and forth going on with, and it just like I said, it motivates me to go in there and really put a beating on Nova. It ain't really got nothing to do with Nova. Like it ain't.
Mhm.
It's just the simple fact. Like he kind of like I don't know. It's it's hard to explain for real, but he kind of like got to take Oshagi's ass whooping a little bit. But yeah,
Fair.
so it's just an extra little motivation on this fight for me because like I actually value this fight more than the Kakashi fight just because he fought um Oshagi.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
yeah, I'm more motivated.
Yeah, good stuff. Look, Ray, appreciate you taking time to speak to me. Always good to catch up with you. And yeah, I'll be catching up with you in Saudi Arabia. But yeah, all the best and all the best on August 16th. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you.
So